Let's be honest, we love our dogs more than anything. We buy them toys, give them cuddles, and feed them what we think is the best food out there. But here's something a lot of pet owners don't realize. Sometimes, even when you're trying your best, your dog's diet might actually be making them miserable. It's not always obvious. Dogs can't tell you, hey, my stomach hurts, or I feel bloated. Instead, they show little signs, signs that most people completely miss. So, in today's video, we're going to talk about 10 signs your dog's diet is secretly making them unhappy and uncomfortable. If you notice even one or two of these in your pup, it might be time to take a closer look at what's in their bowl. Because a few small changes can completely transform how your dog feels every single day. 1. Constant itching or licking. One of the biggest red flags that your dog's diet isn't working for them is itching, especially nonstop scratching, licking, or biting at their paws, belly, or sides. If your dog is constantly nibbling at themselves, it could be their way of saying, something I'm eating isn't agreeing with me. Many commercial dog foods contain ingredients that trigger allergies or sensitivities. Things like corn, wheat, soy, artificial flavors, or certain proteins. When a dog's body reacts to these ingredients, it shows up on the skin first. Think of it like this. Your dog's skin is basically a mirror of their internal health. If something inside isn't right, it'll show outside, through rashes, redness, or constant scratching. Sometimes the issue isn't a full-blown allergy. It could just be inflammation caused by poor quality ingredients or too many fillers. If you've ruled out fleas and your dog still can't stop itching, it's probably time to look at what they're eating. Switching to a simpler, high-quality, or grain-free diet can make a huge difference. 2. Gas, bloating, or smelly poops. Okay, let's talk about something a little awkward. Dog farts. If your dog is constantly gassy or their poop smells way worse than usual, that's not just dog stuff. That's a digestion issue. Healthy digestion should mean consistent, firm, and not too smelly poops. But if your dog's diet is off, and like if it's too rich, full of fillers, or low in real nutrients, their gut bacteria get out of balance. This leads to bloating, loud stomach gurgles, gas, and those terrible smells that make you question your life choices. The same goes for diarrhea or super hard stools. Both are signs that your dog's stomach is struggling to break down what you're feeding them. Dogs with sensitive guts often need diets that are simpler. Fewer ingredients, more real meat, and less artificial junk. So, if you're lighting candles every time your dog walks by, it's time to check that food label. 3. Low energy or sudden mood changes. Dogs should be full of life, wagging tails, excited for walks, bright eyes. But if your dog has suddenly become sluggish, moody, or just not themselves, their diet might be to blame. Just like us, what they eat directly affects their energy and mood. If a dog's food doesn't have enough protein or the right balance of nutrients, they can start to feel tired and unmotivated. On the other hand, too many carbs or sugars can cause energy spikes and crashes, leaving them drained. You might notice your dog sleeping more than usual, skipping playtime, or seeming less interested in things they used to love. Poor nutrition also affects brain function, meaning your dog can become more anxious, irritable, or restless simply because their diet isn't giving their body what it needs. If you've ruled out illness, a dietary adjustment could bring back that spark you've been missing in your pup. 4. Dull coat or hair shedding. Too much. A shiny coat is one of the clearest signs of a healthy dog. And when that shine disappears, it's usually not just about grooming. If your dog's fur has become dry, brittle, or they're shedding excessively, it might mean they're not getting enough omega fatty acids, vitamins, or quality protein. Many cheap dog foods use fillers instead of real meat or healthy fats. That means your dog's body doesn't get the nutrients it needs to grow strong, glossy fur, or maintain healthy skin. You might notice dandruff, patchy bald spots, or fur that feels coarse instead of soft. The fix? Look for foods that list real meat as the first ingredient. and include natural sources of omega-3 and omega-6 fats, like fish oil or flaxseed. Your dog's coat can't hide what's happening inside, and when you see that dullness, it's often your first visual clue that their diet isn't right for them. 5. Excessive drinking or always hungry. Here's a sneaky one that most people overlook. Your dog's appetite and thirst patterns can reveal a lot about their diet. If your dog is always hungry, begging constantly, even after eating, it might mean their food lacks nutrients or doesn't satisfy them. Some low-quality kibble is packed with empty calories. It fills their stomach, but not their body's nutritional needs. So your dog keeps eating, trying to find what their body's missing. On the other hand, if your dog is drinking tons of water all of a sudden, that could be a sign their food is too salty or processed. Many commercial foods use sodium and additives that make your dog thirstier. It's also worth noting that sudden changes in eating or drinking habits can point to bigger health issues. But diet is often a major factor. Pay attention to how your dog behaves after meals. Do they seem satisfied and calm or restless and searching? That answer alone can tell you a lot. 6. Frequent ear infections or yeasty smells. If your dog's ears are always dirty, itchy, or giving off that corn chip smell, you might be dealing with a yeast problem caused by their food. Yep, believe it or not, diet plays a huge role in chronic ear infections. Foods that are high in carbs or sugars can throw off your dog's natural yeast balance, especially in breeds with floppy ears. The excess sugar feeds yeast overgrowth, leading to redness, odor, and constant head shaking. If you're cleaning your dog's ears over and over and the problem keeps coming back, don't just treat the symptoms. Look at the root cause. Switching to a low-carb, grain-free, or single-protein diet can help balance your dog's system and reduce yeast buildup naturally. When you fix the inside, the outside heals too, and that includes those poor, itchy ears. 7. Bad breath or dental issues. We all know dog breath isn't exactly a perfume, but there's a big difference between normal and bad. If your dog's breath could clear a room, it's not just about brushing, it's about diet. When a dog's food is full of starches, artificial flavors, and low-quality meat byproducts, it sticks to their teeth and gums, creating plaque and bacteria buildup. Over time, this leads to gum disease, decay, and infections that not only smell awful, but can make your dog genuinely miserable. Healthy, high-quality diets, especially those with crunchy kibble or natural chewing treats, help clean their teeth while giving their body the nutrients it needs to fight bacteria from the inside out. Also, too much soft processed food means less chewing, and less chewing means less saliva flow, which also worsens bad breath. So if your dog's mouth smells like a dumpster fire, it might not be their fault. It might be what you're feeding them. 8. Sudden weight gain or weight loss. If your dog's weight seems to change suddenly, either they're packing on pounds or looking thinner than usual, it's often a silent sign their diet isn't right for them. Most people assume weight issues are just about portion sizes, but it's rarely that simple. When your dog gains weight quickly, it could mean their food has too many hidden carbs or fats. Cheap commercial foods often use fillers that are high in calories but low in nutrition. So your dog eats a normal amount, but their body stores it as fat instead of using it as energy. On the flip side, if your dog is losing weight despite eating regularly, their food might not be providing the nutrients their body needs to absorb properly. That's called malabsorption, and it can make your dog weak, tired, and moody. The fix isn't just less food or more food, it's better food. Look for something balanced with real meat, digestible protein, and healthy fats. When the diet is right, your dog's body naturally balances out. 9. Eye discharge or redness. Here's one that surprises a lot of dog owners. Your dog's eyes can tell you a lot about what's going on inside their body. If you constantly see tear stains, eye gunk, or redness around the eyes, it might be more than just allergies or dust. Certain ingredients in dog food, and especially grains, dairy, and artificial additives, can trigger inflammation in your dog's system. That inflammation often shows up around the eyes first. Those dark tear stains under the eyes? They're a common symptom of food sensitivities. Your dog's body is basically trying to flush out toxins or irritants through their tear ducts. If your pup's eyes are always watery, sticky, or irritated, it might be time to switch to a cleaner, more natural diet with fewer artificial ingredients. You'll be amazed how much brighter and clearer their eyes look when their food truly agrees with them. 10. Restlessness or trouble sleeping. Just like humans, dogs can struggle with restlessness or poor sleep when their diet isn't balanced. If your dog keeps pacing at night, getting up often, or can't seem to relax, it might not be anxiety or boredom. It could be nutrition related. Some commercial foods contain too many sugars or artificial preservatives that affect a dog's nervous system. That can make them hyperactive, irritable, or unable to settle down. Other times, it's the opposite. They're missing important nutrients like magnesium, B vitamins, or omega fatty acids, which help regulate sleep and relaxation. A dog that's properly nourished sleeps deeply and peacefully. Their body is calm, their mind is at ease, but a poor diet throws that balance off, and their sleep patterns show it. So if your dog's acting restless for no clear reason, their food might be the hidden culprit. If you notice these red flags, don't panic. Just take a closer look at your dog's food label. Try switching to a cleaner, higher quality brand with fewer fillers and more real ingredients. And remember, every dog is unique. What works for one may not work for another. Sometimes it takes a bit of trial and error, but once you find the right diet, the difference is incredible. You'll see brighter eyes, softer fur, better moods, and that wagging tail you know and love. Because when your dog feels good inside, it shows everywhere else. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, share it with another dog parent, and subscribe for more smart, simple tips to keep your pup happy and healthy. Your dog deserves the best, and you're the one who can give it to them.